Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Joe
how are
Biden's
you?
my name.
He comes from a bygone age, a time when the US was more at ease with itself, and politicians from both sides worked together more to solve its problems. Now Joe Biden says he wants to bring that back to America's future.
I will govern as an American president. The presidency itself is not a partisan institution. It's the one office in this nation that represents everyone. And it demands a duty of care for all Americans. And that is precisely what I will do. I will work as hard for those who didn't vote for me as I will for those who did vote for me.
In his favour, Joe Biden has almost half a century of political experience to draw on, and a reputation for decency and strength of character, forged in a life that seen plenty of personal tragedy, losing his wife and young daughter to a car accident and a son to brain cancer, giving him the kind of empathy as a leader, say some observers, that America needs in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic.
This is a man who's experienced personal tragedy more than his measure of personal tragedy. And I think he genuinely empathizes, with 1,000 Americans dying a day now from the pandemic. He empathizes with and understands what they are going through. So if you're looking for someone where I'm pretty sure he will be extremely effective and really communicate with the American nation, it's on the impact of the pandemic, the losses that people are suffering, the tragedies hitting, hundreds of families every day. That will be a real strength of his.
Joe Biden always had an easy charm with voters who liked his all-American life story from humble beginnings to the Senate, then vice president. Those long years in office have given him huge experience and allies in Washington, where he's seen as a deal maker. But he has one big problem there too. Unlike Barack Obama, Bill Clinton and both George Bushes, Joe Biden looks likely to become president with control of only one house of Congress.
It's much easier if your party has control of both the White House as well as both houses of Congress, the Senate and the House. He's going to have to work then with divided control of Congress.
Obamacare may have been a big deal, designed to give all Americans affordable health insurance, and Biden wants to advance it. But without the Senate, that will be much harder to achieve. And pushing climate change proposals that need trillions of dollars of congressional funding won't be easy either. With trouble brewing at home, President Biden may want to focus on the world stage instead, though analysts say the two are bound up together.
I think the first thing he has to do is mend fences with the traditional allies. And the second thing he has to do is re-establish normal order in American domestic policy on things like climate and the disease. Domestic credibility is the basis of international credibility.
Restoring competence at home means getting coronavirus under control, something you'd think all sides could agree on. But in an era when even wearing a mask or not depends on your political tribe, don't be so sure. It's taken him a lifetime, but Joe Biden will finally make it to the White House as president. His challenge is healing America's divisions after the most rancorous election in living memory and getting its politicians to work together like they used to. If he can't, it's 4 more years of political gridlock. Bad news for Joe Biden, for America and the rest of us, when the world needs progress and leadership, beating the virus and saving the planet. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.